What up, man? Peace. Once again, coming to you live and just outside of the University of Charlotte campus. We welcome you back to the dopest podcast ever to be spawned from the Queen City herself. We are the Queen City Psychos, and this is episode 9.
Yeah,
okay, episode 9.
Episode, y'all. Aidan uploads them. We don't really like the number. We just be like, oh, it's another episode. He's the only one that keeps track of it.
It's all right. Episode 9 of it. Well, actually, me and Aidan.
You and Aidan.
But anyway, this is
next episode's gonna be 10. Oh shit!
Yeah, right. This is episode 9 of our podcast on February 23rd, 2020. Let's go ahead. Let's go around and introduce the cast, or reintroduce to some and introduce to others. To my far left, we have
Eman,
Jesse Mayo, or J Mayo.
I'm about to say man, I forgot his own nickname. And again, rounding out, our boy Aidan isn't with us, but so it will be three of the psychos that bring this episode to you. But the third member, as I'm sure most of you know, is none other than the one and only, the Lord with the sword, Sir John Legion.
Who call you that? That's what I'm saying. He does it every episode. We love it.
It's my name.
Just let it ride, y'all.
What? Can you wait till we get?
He came up in here trying to be a guest. And he's already talking.
I know. He's talking like he's one of the crew.
He's giving great points though, because he says it every time, and I laugh because I like the intro and I love the enthusiasm. But
it's my.
I ain't never heard anybody call him the Lord with the sword. I'm gonna let it slide.
We let it slide.
I came up with it. Okay, but so welcome back to another episode, all our subscribers and listeners out there, unless you are listening to us for the first time. Me, Eman, and Jesse, and we have we'll be running this episode, but we do have a guest. For those of you who are maybe unaware, 2 episodes ago, we had our first guest, so we decided that we were going to make that a thing on our podcast. We had Joel as our first guest, and then our next episode was our Valentine's Day special when we had 2 ladies joining us, one being Jenny Evans and Erica Rush, which was very fun. We're more than likely we're going to have them on again. Yeah. And so this week, this Sunday, though we've kind of not put it off, but we've had some scheduling conflicts. The last 2 weeks have been very busy for us, y'all. Out of nowhere, I told all the fellas that I wasn't gonna do 24/7, which signups were the day after our last show. And initially, I wasn't going to do it, but I kind of made a last minute change of heart and signed up for it. And we're gonna get into that in a minute. And not only that, but our guest for this week's episode was also involved, but we'll get to that in a second. But so me, Eman, Jesse? No, Jesse was not in 24/7, even though we announced that he would be.
I know, I was doing a 10-page paper. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. But apparently he forgot to bring that up.
He forgot to bring up that
during the last. So an assignment, right. And also Aidan also was not able to be a part of it. He, I believe, was at a conference yesterday.
Yeah, it's one he's actually working on himself. Like he's actually one of the people that's actually working on the making sure it runs the conference.
Okay.
So he's like one of the head people over it. So he's doing a big role right now.
Yeah. So he's got a couple of things.
Stop hyping up your man.
So we
gotta hype up the other side.
Why would we not do that? Why would we not do that?
We gotta hype him up.
We gotta give him the hypes.
You must not have been part of a group before.
We are a collective few. All right.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. But with that said, so our original plan for 24/7, obviously we couldn't do because we had 2 of our guys missing. I was actually thinking about walking up in there with a camera and doing some, I don't know, just documenting the whole thing, but obviously that didn't happen. But either way, 24/7, I know it would have been, but we didn't have everybody there. But 24/7 ended up being another fun experience. This was my second time doing it. Actually, it was Eman's too. Like this, both
times doing it.
Yeah, our second time doing 24/7. But our guest today, let me go ahead and get to him. We're almost 5 minutes in, but y'all effing around. Our guest today is another another UNCC student, current student here at UNC Charlotte. I don't know his major, so I'll just go ahead and let him introduce himself. Introduce yourself, sir.
I am Marcus Spencer, a.k.a. Big Daddy Longstrokes, since we're just making up names for ourselves.
Here we go.
I've been using this. How did I make it up? But I've been using
I'm not
it for the
saying you
past
make
2
it up.
years.
I'm just saying since we can call it's ourselves what we want. I want to be Big Daddy Longstroke.
I didn't
Oh
come
my
up with the
God.
name.
It's all good. I didn't come up with it either.
Well, they call me Short Strokes. I mean,
They
maybe
call
that's what
me
it is.
I mean, hey man, to each stroke, different strokes for different folks, right? You know what I mean? And yeah, that's what they call me.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
Do you have a major?
I have a major. Of course, I have a major. Major's communications.
I was gonna ask you
Major
to
in
state that.
communication, minor in film and theater.
Wow.
Okay, excellent.
So yes, not a lot of money to be made.
And this is ours. So I mean, either you make it big or you struggle.
Yeah.
All facts.
Or for the most part. But yeah, so Marcus was also a writer for 24/7, as was Eman. Now I actually chose to take up the spot of directing. I've never directed anything, but I was just looking for a new challenge, new experience. And 24/7 is something that we do once a semester, and it's.
Let me explain it. I know exactly how I explain
Go
it.
ahead. All right, I'll let Eman take it.
24/7 is in the 24-hour period, 7 plays are written, directed, and performed. You have 7 writers, 7 directors, and 14 performers, and each play gets 2 actors per.
And they're all students, so
Yeah,
Mhm.
everyone is. It's a student
Run.
student run show
So there's 14 people,
of actors.
Actors.
Yes,
and there's 7 people writing
yes,
And 7 directors.
and 7 directors.
Yes,
Yes.
24/7.
So that's 28.
gives them-
they
Well,
were
I don't
off
think they check it
by
that little.
4.
Right, right.
That's
No,
28.
So they have cut the writers
I mean, it's
down.
24/7 because it's a day. It takes it's 24-hour
I thought they were
period.
playing on the whole number.
Like it'd be counted up to 24.
Yeah,
They didn't think that one
Yeah,
out.
I thought that was why I was told that.
Well, either way, yeah. So we the performances were yesterday, yesterday night. So as Eman just explained. For those of you, I was just curious. I mean, Jesse didn't come see the show, but how do you guys feel that it went?
It went really well.
Yeah. Eman again was the belle of the ball. Sorry, I know.
No.
I know. I get
Here's the
okay.
thing.
Okay, for those of you,
Don't
okay.
get me started on this.
We never.
Don't
Okay.
get me started on this.
So look. So we started this channel. Okay, we started this channel. I want to say after
the first.
yeah, after 24/7. So we didn't actually do a recap of last semester's 24/7 show, but we decided to add that in today's episode because, to be honest, we kind of struggled coming up with some topics for this episode.
We didn't have all 4 of us, and we all were kind of like dealing with 24/7 and what happened this weekend. So
we didn't struggle. We didn't try.
Yeah, we didn't. We weren't really thinking. We kind of
no one tried.
like this isn't half-ass baked, but it half-assed baked.
It is.
Like,
yeah.
but
we just spent the last 4 hours waiting for pizza. We could have easily come up with 16 topics in 4 hours.
But yeah, so I mean, 24/7. I mean, like what Tyler was saying. I mean, the experience. I mean, we enjoyed the show. It was really good. It was really well performed. They had some really good talent this come around for last semester. Had really good
absolutely,
talent too.
yeah.
I won't say they didn't, but last semester they. What are you saying about plays that were going on last semester? I think you were saying something about them.
It was Halloween themed, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Halloween theme.
Yes.
Yeah, so the Halloween theme last semester. So,
but there was no theme this time.
No, it was no theme. So everyone kind of just did their own thing. But the theme, the one that me and Marcus we both had written something for the last semester too. I wrote a skit about a couple about to go to a Halloween costume party, and they were basically having that little talk about that, and it was like a comedy. It was like a romantic comedy, I guess you could say.
We're already late was the time.
We're already late.
And then of course, you know, it wasn't really a Halloween theme. It was more like a horror theme.
Yeah.
And mine was about a Black woman who was living in the 1940s during Nazis time, and she took over a bar for the people she killed. And then someone had found out about it, and they tried to use that to their advantage. She was about to kill them. Wow. But that part was cut, unfortunately. But, you know, I kept moving.
The show must go on.
So, I mean, when I heard that she was I found out that she was the one that killed them, I was like, yo, she's ruthless. Like, yo, that's cold blooded, but she kind of cold for that. Like, I get that. Like, you got to get your
Yeah, you gotta get
where
yours.
You know, get in where you fit in. You know, so like I got with what she was
facts.
doing. So I was not like
I didn't appreciate them cutting off the last part, which was when she slammed the door. She just kind of took a breath. What she was originally supposed to do was she was supposed to pull out a knife, and then old girl was supposed to run out in fear. That was supposed to be my horror theme that tied it all together. But they changed it. Just like they changed mine yesterday, but we don't have to talk about that.
No, your piece was still
So was
good.
there anything? Okay, did you like anything?
I
about
I liked how well the actors did. I liked how the direction. I just don't appreciate my art being cut.
Yeah.
Wow.
First of all, the first play they told me I couldn't use the word Negro. What kind of shit is that?
Not nigga, Negro.
Not nigga, Negro.
Wow.
A word in the dictionary.
A Spanish word.
Yeah.
Right.
And they were told me I couldn't use the word Negro. And then remember, old girl was like, "Can I use the word fag?" Of course.
Wow.
Oh, you're censoring me too?
No.
You're censoring me too?
Everybody knows
But
about
They listen to our.
For those of y'all not watching,
they listen to.
for those of y'all not, I don't care. I'm the one saying it. Marcus Spencer is saying this. If anything,
Oh my God.
if because y'all can't see, he over here giving me the throat. Don't say anything signal. I will not be censored by anyone. I never.
You still didn't answer my question.
What was the question?
What did you like about it?
I kind of answered the question. I said the direction.
He said he liked the actors.
Okay.
The direction.
Okay.
See, you
Who were the
wasn't listening.
Who were the actors?
Who were the actors?
Yeah.
For the first one, it was Bambi and then Faith.
Yeah, Bambi and Faith. Yeah.
I'm talking about for last night's show.
For last night, it was Bambi and Jenny.
Okay. Yes, Jenny Evans, who we had on
The 7th episode.
Yeah, 7th episode, Valentine's Day special. This was kind of
Jenny is my homie. Jenny, I love Jenny. She surprised me so much with her range.
She didn't surprise me.
She surprised me so much with her range. It was bananas.
It was the 8th episode.
Okay.
And then Bambi is my homie. I want to do a movie with Bambi. I'm working on something. I'm write something for Bambi because I want to see her do big things.
Okay.
I really do, and I believe she has the talent to do big things.
She's in my acting 1 class. So shout out to Bambi.
You murdered it, man.
Absolutely. Both of you girls did an excellent job. Yeah, they did. Even though I was explaining this to the guys earlier that Jenny was initially cast in the show that I was directing, which was Part of Me, written by Mia. Can't remember her last name, but I thought the script was really good. But I ended up having to switch Jenny for Akila because of who Marcus needed for his show. But it was okay. I still enjoy that.
Such a big sacrifice. Such a big sacrifice. My words were cut, man.
He got
my content. You lost a person. Congratulations.
And the girl who wrote my show, hers, I had to cut some stuff in hers too.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not saying it's of equal value, but it's not.
Okay.
Okay. What?
That's one man's opinion.
Well, I mean, that's business.
Yep, that's how it goes. But anywho, we are happy to have Marcus on the show. If I didn't make that clear, yes, thank you for being here.
Y'all had to bring some flavor on here. Y'all.
Yeah. We had Erica.
I mean, y'all had Erica, but I mean
and Joelle.
I mean, y'all had Joelle. I mean, you could put salt in ramen noodles and call it ramen, but you need the flavoring, bro.
The flavor.
You need the chicken flavor.
Okay. Okay. Well,
this is gonna be an interesting episode.
It is going to be an interesting episode since we're kind of going top of the head. But that was our. I don't think we need to go any further. That's our 24/7 recap. More than likely, I'm going to end up doing this.
I lick a little bit.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, yes. Good morning, America. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We're gonna leave it at that. It's all right.
Technically, you broke some copyright laws, brother, but we didn't talk about that.
Copyright laws.
Well, Good Morning America is trademark.
Oh no, it was Good Morning America. It had more.
Still,
you had like a whole bunch of
more.
Still trademark, brother.
Still
trademark.
Because they don't say Good Morning America.
Let's say, but let's go. But let's just give
Kanye West over here.
Let's just give the rundown of all the shows that we saw perform. Even though it wasn't 7 this semester, it was 6. There was
There's a whole paper for it, bro.
Yeah, no, I know it. I know it. No, Eman's piece was, I think you basically just said it was Good Morning America comedy. The one that I directed, Part of Me, which was a drama that was written by me. Marcus's was
Katrina's song.
Right, Katrina's song.
Yes, it was.
Oh Gods.
Yeah. Oh Gods, written by Anthony.
Right, by Anthony.
Shattered,
written by Heath.
Yeah, Shatter Me and
Shatter Me. I'm sorry. Yeah, Shatter Me. Yes,
and then Mortel.
And Mortel was written by Maddie. Yes, right. Okay. And so just to give you guys a rundown, I mean, there were programs. I actually never look at the programs, but that's 24/7. And for those of you that are listening, if you don't know what it is now, if you haven't heard about it by now, and you're in the theater department or you're an arts major, whatever the case may be,
it's a very interesting thing.
It is.
It's exercise, forces you to think on the spot. It's just a collective. It lets you bond with people. It's a great thing to do. I think they should do it more in high schools. Personally.
Absolutely, dude, I would have killed to have been in something like that.
High school exercise, and it gives kids something to do on the weekends.
Right.
That's productive.
Right. Because you have a whole bunch of people in this department who are taking classes at Robinson and Rowe who don't want to audition or don't have the time to be in a production.
Mm-hmm. They still want to
semester,
perform.
right? Yeah, that 24/7 is a perfect outlet for those people, and for those who maybe don't want to perform or who don't feel like they're ready to perform in front of like a capacity audience. Yeah, I feel like this is made for those people, for people like that, and just people who are just who have talent overall, whether it be writing or directing or acting, and just want to flex and show the skills.
A little mind flex.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's 24/7. But moving on, we do have a topic that we would like to cover, and as requested by Eman, we probably should have done this a couple weeks ago. We probably should have done this back in January, but we couldn't do it because what was it? Because it's just scheduling, or a lot of us were kind of busy.
I remember. I think we talked about trying to do this, and I think we just never got around to it. We had it was basically like Far Away happened. February was a busy month.
Yeah.
January, I think we had our first guest. I don't really know. It's a lot of stuff.
I'm hearing nothing but terrible excuses.
Excuses, but we had stuff lined up. We have a plan.
We were going to do a
nostalgia before the year started, and we already had stuff lined up for it.
Right.
You know what my mom calls that? She calls that LOM, lack of motivation.
So yes, our topic of the day, although it is almost 3 months overdue, we wanted to do a recap of the decade, or as Eman put it, just what technically would be nostalgia right now.
The 2010s.
The 2010s, yeah. So recap of the 2010s and things that we enjoyed, that we loved, and obviously for those of you that have listen to any of our episodes, this is a arts and entertainment channel. We the topics that we choose and things center around arts and entertainment. That be TV, movies, comics, video games. And sports every now and then. We talk about the shit that we're interested in. So, with that being said, the 2010s. I have one or two things on my, because I haven't made a list. Now, Eman, I believe you have a list.
I have a list.
You have a list, Jesse?
Nope.
Or Jamie? Nope. Okay, well that's okay. Look, so this will be. I can't get over the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sending weird.
Yeah, I might need a napkin. Sorry, we've been eating pizza and center sticks. All right, you got it. Okay, yeah.
Y'all brothers just let me walk in here like that too. Y'all could have stopped me at the door.
I could have said something.
Y'all could have said something while we was in the kitchen.
But okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go around, and we're all gonna give our choices for what we thought was the best thing that have been produced, or the best things that came out of the decade within that realm of arts and entertainment. And who wants to go first? Well, let's let Eman go because he actually came prepared.
And I'm gonna say stuff that y'all all know or have used before or seen before.
Okay.
First one, y'all probably won't know when I say it, but then if y'all looked at it, y'all would know exactly what I'm talking about. Those Shirley Temple commercials that used to play at nighttime or when you're like really, really tired.
Yes, those wasn't early. Those was early 2000s.
That was earlier than that.
Yes,
I don't know. I only remember them from the 2010s.
I'm old.
Well, damn, we gotta scrap that one.
Really?
Holy crap! Like Animal, Crack.
Yes, dude. I only remember that from 2010.
That's old.
Bro, they used to play that in the early. I'm talking 2001, 2002, brother.
Yo,
oh man, I know what I'm saying.
And plus, that's a movie that was.
It was old, but I thought they played the commercial just because they were trying to bring her.
They were
trying to revive her little thing.
Actually, during the early 2000s is when they came out with the channel Turner Classic Movies, and they were doing a lot of shopping of that. I know that.
Okay.
From being being this old.
Okay, let me scrap that one. I'm gonna go to the next one then.
All right.
Gamefly commercials.
Gamefly commercials. Also early 2000s.
What the actual fuck? Maybe I looked at the wrong one.
He's with me.
I know that. Yeah.
That was early 2000s.
That was before. Yeah,
still do that fucking. Oh my god. Okay,
this is gonna be hard because not a lot of original.
I really thought that 2010. I thought.
Well, no, it didn't. Well, no. Here's the thing. The criteria.
Shit.
No, there really is. There's no criteria. It just has to be something
in
that either.
Decade.
Yeah, from the last decade. And even though one of my picks technically began 2 years before 2010, it's basically, I mean, it's going to be commemorated as like a 2010s thing. I mean, once I actually.
Well, I got, you know me. If you ain't got a list, I got stuff, baby.
Okay, go ahead. No, I mean, look, we're all gonna.
You know me. You know I'm picking music. You know, drill music. That's Chief Keef and them. Them boys out. Them boys. No, I'm just the best
Chief
things. Keef? Listen, the best things. I was just giving examples. Drill music. Period. Drill music has led to everything else. You know what I'm saying? That's out now. And then you got that twerking music. You know, bands that make a dance. You know, that high tempo
Juicy J was
ass
popping
clapping
that year,
dance.
bro.
Okay. It was a little popular in the early 2000s, but 2011, 2012.
The only thing I could say though,
everybody was making twerking.
The only thing I could say though is probably those early parts of the 2010s when people were like trying to start twerking.
Yeah,
they weren't doing it that great. I think like I've seen the advancements.
Yeah.
I've seen the advancements.
Yeah, right. Around 2011, 2012, it went bananas. They started making, like I said, there was a song every other week that was talking about shake your ass.
Yeah, I feel like twerking evolved.
Twerking evolved, yeah.
And that was
I don't see how because we've had songs like that going all the way back to the damn 90s.
You've had it, but yes. those women in those videos were not shaking it well.
Yeah, and also there was one or two songs a year.
They didn't have the talent
around
the
2000
clap.
around 2011, 2012. You know what I'm talking about? They dropped 50, 60.
So y'all never
songs.
saw. Who made
Uncle Luke? I know who you're talking about from the 90s.
I was actually going to start.
Don't
in
stop, drop
no.
that. Don't. Yeah, I know. And then I know, Juvenile.
Back that ass up.
Yeah. But like I said, there was
Mystical.
One or two. Yeah, okay. Shake that ass, watch yourself. I know. I'm with you, brother. But the point is, man, the 2010s, that shit exploded. Even Miley Cyrus was twerking at the VMAs.
Oh, yeah, she was. She was
twerking at the VMAs. She's not well.
It might have been nothing but back, but
it was nothing but 2 2x4s just moving.
The last decade has been a very
How she got corners in her legs?
What is it? What is it like?
She got corners in her legs. Explain to me that. Her legs look like 2 2x4s.
Would you want to call the last decade to be the golden age of twerk?
No.
Yes, absolutely.
No.
Twerking started way before.
I know.
The golden age.
Why? Because Miley Cyrus did it.
No,
man.
Just period, bro. Period. You would say
it's twerking, man.
Because like you have your little bronze age, your little silver age.
Yeah, this is the golden age.
Your best age.
Yeah. So this decade is going to decline. We all know it is.
Yeah,
and it's going to get. This is going to
be the
girls will never stop shaking their ass.
Yes, but
okay. Is it the twerking age or the booty clapping age?
That's been around forever.
But the twerking,
not forever. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, but this is the golden age. This is the best. 2010s was, in my opinion, the best. Come on, man. Big Sean made a song called Ass.
Yeah, and it was terrible.
It was terrible,
but we got to see Nicki Minaj twerk on camera.
Does it really give a fuck how bad that song is if you can get her to do what she?
It was his biggest song up to date until that happened.
Wait.
It was a bad song.
I don't know because
but it was his biggest song.
What was this song? I think Beyonce kind of started before the
Bootylicious.
Yes. I think she kind of started that.
There was surprisingly no twerking in that music video.
It was Destiny's Child, but
surprisingly
no twerking in that music video.
He was really disappointed.
The remix or the regular version?
Okay, good. Well,
I guess. What was this?
What's
this song when she was doing that?
Who, Beyonce?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was doing that from the front. It doesn't do anything. No. I need you to turn around.
Wait, no. Are you talking about Crazy in Love?
I think so.
Yeah, but
No, dude, she's shaking her ass. Dude, go back and watch the fucking
Yeah,
video.
but that's not
Well,
twerking.
I haven't seen that. In a while.
That's not twerking. That's her actual choreography dance. Like,
that's ass shaking, dude. That's moving. Go back and watch the
I've
video.
seen the music,
Okay.
bro. What are you talking about?
Maybe you're saying.
All right, fine.
Maybe you're saying that ass shaking back then.
Music, ass shaking music.
Oh,
Okay. All right, fine.
Why y'all not understanding the brother, man?
We're just not.
You
I know
feel
it's
me?
not that we don't understand. We're just not
You
agreeing.
feel me? And then,
Well, Throw That Ass in a Circle did come out in what was it? I think it was in the teens, right?
yeah, it did. 2015.
So okay,
Who made that? Who made that?
It's
I don't
some
know.
random band, bro. You never heard the song "Throw That Ass in the Circle"?
He knows.
He doesn't listen to
Ratchet.
Ratchet.
might
Yeah,
have
don't.
not.
Yeah, I don't.
Ratchet music. Period.
Oh yeah,
Ratchet
Ratchet
music.
did come out.
Oh my god! In 2018, 2019, you couldn't
Well, no,
hear
no, no,
enough
no, no,
chicks
no, no,
talking
no.
about scamming.
I have to say, Ratchet music has always, ever since the '90s, probably.
Yes, but
Why do we bring it back to the 90s? Why is everything the 90s?
Because that's when
Should
it
we
all
have done the
started.
90s in this one? It's 2010, damn it,
Have you heard of
Jesse.
So Horny?
Yes,
heard of
we've
that
heard
song?
these songs. Yes. Oh my
Okay.
god. We're talking about the songs
Me
from
So
that
Horny
time.
was good. I get it. I get what you're saying. But we talking about with the content, the
Okay.
beats, everything.
All right.
It is it got perfected around the 2010s.
Yeah.
It got perfected. With the
Okay.
ratchet music.
The ratchet music. Yeah,
Ratchet
I can agree with that. It's different from how it was back then. Back then it was like
I can't say trap music was a 2010s like golden age because it was clearly 2000s.
because
2010.
they had Gucci Mane carrying them. He's their
No,
fucking
you had Jeezy.
and Gucci.
No, Jeezy Can't Ban the Snowman. See, you young. I know. You couldn't even wear that shirt to school without
Yeah,
getting
you couldn't.
suspended.
I remember. Yeah.
And Jeezy was literally just
Well,
talking
no,
about...
you could wear it, but you had to wear it inside out.
No, we couldn't wear it at all.
Oh, well, you could wear it,
couldn't
but you had to wear it
all.
inside out.
Trap music.
I actually had a shirt though, but they didn't know it was. They didn't know that it was Snowman though. But
It's crazy.
You said trap music.
Yeah, so trap music, like I wouldn't say that was 2010s.
No, that was early 2000s. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like I can legitimately say drill music, like ratchet ass music, twerking music, and
Mumble rap.
mumble rap. Oh,
Yeah,
we can't forget. We can't forget. It's not
Not
rap.
the best. Not the best. No.
It's not rap, but that's stepping. That's
Well, who
partying
started that?
people in the house
Oh,
tonight.
Oh, that song slaps.
That one.
That's
LMFAO.
Yeah, LMFAO. From then
I was
on,
gonna say flow rap.
that club, you know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
2010.
Dance music, yeah.
Yeah.
Dance music. Everyone's more
Yeah.
carried.
Well, that's
like,
kind of like house music.
we have like
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
like dance routines and stuff.
I mean, you got people at future concerts doing house Percocet.
yeah,
Percocet
like
guy doing, you know what I'm saying, house music dancing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Now, what
That's true.
about TV shows? Like, what good TV shows?
Regular show.
This is me.
This is
Regular
all of us.
show.
We all watch TV.
But I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
This is me, bro.
Okay, so now
Sitcoms of 2010
Okay.
to 2020.
I'll let you have this
They
because I didn't watch
produced very, very good ones, but it was more of the carry on from the early 2000s into the 2010s.
them. Okay, so
Were the
give
best
us some
sitcoms.
examples.
30 Rock.
Okay.
Okay, that was a good show. Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called? Modern Family.
Mhm, yeah.
Big Bang Theory. We're talking about shows that have been on 13, 14 years.
And I haven't seen
When
any
they-
of those shows.
Bro, they
Really?
won Emmys. They had all their actors
Modern Family
mostly-
dominated the
It
fucking
did.
Emmys
It
all
always
decade.
Always did.
Yeah.
And then you had, like I said, it was
They're a
just-
really good show though. So like
It is
I
a good
understand
show. It is.
why.
It
It's
is.
a good show, but most most of those shows started 2008, 2009, and
True.
just carried on into the 2000s. So, in my opinion, if you were more 2010s than early 2008, 2009, you're a 2010 show. You know what I mean? To me,
I
Okay.
agree.
if you came out
I'm kinda
2009,
with
2008, and you lasted until 2019,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
I'm with you on that. Okay, so Modern Family was ABC. 30 Rock was that
NBC.
NBC.
Did Brooklyn Nine-Nine come out?
ABC had a lot of good shows.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine did.
It did.
Yeah,
Brooklyn came-
Brooklyn
Mid
Nine-Nine's a really good show.
2000s, ABC was the shit
2013.
because that was like
ABC.
Grey's Anatomy
Yeah,
and
ABC
Oh, yeah.
ABC just recently stopped dominating.
I know.
They had the big three. They had
Modern
Scandal.
Family?
No, they had
Oh.
Scandal. They had Grey's Anatomy, and they had How to Get Away with Murder. How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh.
Three of the biggest shows on television,
Yeah.
back to back to back.
Yeah.
I feel like
TGIF.
And 2 of them were written by Shonda Rhimes.
All
I believe.
3 of them were written
All
by
3,
Shonda
okay.
Rhimes.
She was
Right.
making bank off of
She's
that.
still making
I feel like
bank.
for me, Shonda Rhimes changed the game. That's
She
what I
did.
say.
She
She
did.
was shaking.
She
up.
was, yeah. She was about the
Her
biggest.
and what's the people that make Chicago? Is that the same?
Chicago
Chicago
PD.
PD.
Yeah, they make all the PD shows.
Yeah,
Yes.
that person
you
making
got
bank.
Chicago
yeah.
Fire, Chicago PD, and
Oh,
Chicago.
okay.
Yeah, the
okay.
Chicago shows.
Yeah.
Going crazy.
But
they are.
what show was big like that before Grey's Anatomy though?
Those big
Scrubs.
like that. Yeah,
Lost.
Scrubs, Lost.
Yeah.
But did Lost come after Grey's?
No,
No,
Lost was
on
early
way-
2000s. I mean, we
There
don't
was
want to
a-
get too
okay.
fixated on early 2000s.
Yeah, the early 2000s
Okay, you're
was
right,
the
you're right.
explosions of
Yeah.
shows like that. But
yeah, Grey's Anatomy was like
Grey's
03,
Anatomy,
04, dude. Yeah.
05.
They're still going
Okay.
now.
They're still going.
Still going. You said 05. I'm a
Y'all-
fan.
Well, I won't say they're still
That's-
going strong. They're just
Yep,
they're
They're
around.
still going.
They're going strong.
Okay,
They got the best ratings of the whole channel. But
Oh.
the thing is, though, you know how it has to end. Everybody gotta die.
Everybody gotta die.
Everybody gotta die.
I'm cool with that, man. I don't watch
Everybody
it
gotta
no more.
Everybody just has to suffer
Okay.
an unforeseen,
She
horrible
killed.
death. The hospital just got to explode.
Hospital
That's the crazy part is,
Well,
the
then what-
helicopter has crashed into the hospital.
They still making it.
And
They're
the
still
show is
making
still
it.
on.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
crashed the helicopter in this hospital.
Yeah.
There's been fires in this hospital.
They've had a crash on a plane.
They did.
Yeah, I remember that.
Come
I
on,
remember that.
bro.
Yeah,
They
I remember the one.
had a
Look,
God is trying to kill them, and they are not letting it happen.
They're not giving.
They're in a final destination at all times, and they just keep on dodging death. He's just sitting there,
Right.
fuck you,
Yeah.
death.
Oh, I
I'm
remember
gonna
when
kill.
there was a bomb in the hospital, and it went, I remember that episode.
They
I
had a
remember that.
hospital shooting in one.
Like
episode.
what
Yeah,
the
they did.
actual?
Well, you knew that was coming.
That's
There
the
was
most.
also they had more than one episode about quarantining people in the hospital.
My thing is that's the
Oh,
most
yeah.
scariest hospital I ever think I could ever be in.
Surprisingly,
Seattle Gray, yeah.
Surprisingly, there's probably been worse hospitals
There's
than that.
probably worse hospitals
Yeah.
though.
I
can tell
guarantee you, they're all in New York City. Too. Every last one.
or Chicago.
Or Chicago.
Because Chicago Med has so many
Chicago
disasters.
Med has so many. It's crazy.
It's like someone got like a pipe up their ass. How the fuck did you get a pipe up your ass,
well, there's
dude?
plenty of ways to get a pipe up your
I
ass.
know,
going
but
to
like,
Chicago Med.
You're going to Chicago Med. But you know the funny thing is I like about those shows? I mean that the crime or whatever thing that's happening gets fixed immediately. I go in there, I'm gonna get fixed immediately. In
My
that
thing-
world, whatever problem's happening is gonna get fixed.
Hey,
But,
man,
but that's unrealistic because
It's very unrealistic in
in
Chicago.
in South Chicago, and they have no trauma centers in there.
Yeah.
In none of their hospitals. You get shot, you got to get moved to a different part of Illinois to get treated after a shooting wound. Even though Chicago has the most shootings.
So
of
like,
the entire-
I knew that. I
legitimately,
actually knew that.
those
I
shows
watched
put
the
unrealistic stuff.
I watched the ESPN 30 for 30 Benji.
Yeah,
that's
well,
how I found that.
But that was
about
different.
that.
Did you hear what the story wasn't that he didn't get taken to a trauma center on time. They took forever to get there because he was in the projects.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
He literally sat on the corner bleeding out
He did.
for like 45 minutes.
It was a
before they
while.
got there.
It was a while.
And then he went to a hospital and they're like, well, we don't have a trauma center here.
Yeah.
So we got to send you somewhere else. And he died on the way to the trauma center.
Yeah.
That's fucking upsetting.
That's
It
crazy.
is.
It was a great documentary.
It was.
Was that 2010?
R. Kelly was in it.
Yeah, he
They were
was.
close friends.
They went to no. They went. R. Kelly went to
They played
Simeon.
basketball.
Yeah,
They played
yeah.
basketball.
Didn't he?
Oh,
Didn't he?
a good thing.
Or did he go to a
comes from,
rival school?
No, he went to the same school.
Same school. Yeah, same school.
A good thing that come from the 2010s. R. Kelly went to jail
Yeah,
for his crime.
We should talk about that.
That's
How
a
many
good
people
thing.
finally got theirs?
Like they
Oh,
finally
yeah.
got their ass cut.
finally got
Cosby
theirs.
got cut.
Bro,
Finally.
since
Weinstein didn't get
2012,
He's not going.
since
to.
2012, I've been tweeting, Facebooking, everything. So we gonna do something about R. Kelly? R. Kelly's out here doing whatever I've been doing that for 8 years, and he finally,
Oh,
he
yeah?
finally paid off.
he finally
He's been
got
sitting
his
there.
ass.
He was sitting there on the computer. He was looking through the tweets, and he was like, "R. Kelly's trending. It might not be my day." He clicked it. He was like, "Mom!" He's yelling down the house. They got him finally.
About damn time.
He's sitting there. He got a tear shedding down his cheek.
Oh man.
He's like, "It's been a good day."
Okay.
And that interview he did with Gail though.
That was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
You know what? I can say
I
that
almost didn't want to believe that it was as
the 2020s started
as
the
funny as-
2010s. Yeah.
not as funny as everybody said it was until I watched it. I was like,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
shit was.
He was so.
But we talked about this. No, we've talked about R. Kelly. That was the Guilty Pleasures episode 2. Yeah.
And
Yeah, you
he's
looked
still
it
a
up.
musical genius.
He is. There's no question.
I don't think
still
we
listen to
should
R.
really cancel him because of what.
I think he should be canceled as a person.
Yeah,
but
like,
not his music.
as
Well,
His music is pretty-
probably he will.
yeah, they will cancel him anyway.
I mean, the good news is he's not getting any money from this. He's
Yeah,
not
just
getting
play
any
his
money
music.
from us.
no. He's
Right,
He's not getting
right.
any money.
He's not
No matter
getting
how
any
much he
money,
plays his music, he's getting no money.
so plays music all day.
Okay. So Anybody else?
I have one. The best thing that happened in the teens for me is when Donald Trump became president.
Oh,
okay.
That was an explosion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down for it. Go ahead.
Damn, I just got real quiet.
I know. Speak the truth. I'm right here.
Speak about it.
Go ahead.
Well, I think he is the best president that we've ever had in this country. That's honestly what I believe.
Based off what?
Based off of statistics and based off of the economy.
Oh, he's not joking.
He's not joking.
No,
he's not joking.
No, Marcus.
Oh, y'all didn't know that?
Brother.
Go ahead.
Brother.
Yes.
I've not seen more Nazis in the past 4 years than I have in my entire life.
Yes.
On television, because Donald Trump has pretty much given them the green light to say whatever you want and be an Nazi.
That's what the media wants you to see.
So it's bad. So it's bad because you saw them on television. What, did they not exist because you didn't see them on television?
I could
pretend.
Well, that's the problem. There you go. There you go. There's the problem. That's
so
the problem.
y'all want to acknowledge the more you acknowledge them, the more power they get. Period. That's true.
But they've always been there before him.
But they have their attendance is up by like 60-something%. They're getting, you know what I mean? The more their recruitment.
What does that have to do with Donald Trump?
Yeah,
bruh, I'm telling you, he's giving them the fucking confidence to come out in public and start handing out cards on the corner. I've seen it.
That didn't start. Just
no.
That didn't start with
it happened in the 90s. People got their ass whooped. People got their ass whooped in the 90s, and it was getting their ass whooped in the 90s. But now,
I'm about to say, I guess the Obama administration didn't play a part in that. I guess not.
No,
I thought it did.
The unpopular opinion. I didn't really fuck with Obama like that.
To be honest with you, I just voted for him because he was black.
He didn't really do nothing for me.
Right.
I was in the military, and I was always asking, "What is he doing?"
Yeah, cutting your funding. That's what he was doing.
Nah, we was getting paid. Y'all should see the amount of pay. Y'all should have seen my paychecks back in the day. But what was he paying me to do, really?
Nothing.
If y'all saw some of the stuff
he's probably giving you Obama phone, to be honest with you.
y'all would be mad if I told y'all some of my schedule. Some of the days I would just spend around sleeping or just sitting, and then people would call me and be like, "Nah, I'm good," and just not show up to things. But we're not talking about that.
Yeah, we'll say that for another day.
How fucking dare you sit next to us and say some goddamn shit like that? He out here grabbing chicks by the pussy?
That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
And saying his locker room
talk? It is locker room talk.
I've never said that. I am a degenerate and a pervert. And I've never said that in the locker room.
You know what?
I've never said that in the locker room.
Do you listen to hip-hop music?
Yes.
Don't listen to it anymore.
Stop listening to it.
And you know what? I say shit like I said Future talks about he glorifies drugs, and I said that shit is wrong. Murder, drugs, all that shit. But he glorifies more than anybody doing drugs and how much fun it is to do drugs. I've talked about
Future and
Wayne, Future and Lil Wayne, and I've talked about that about Future and Lil Wayne.
Yeah, we have too. I have.
Yeah,
on this show.
And I've said Wayne is probably one of the reasons why a lot of these kids are out here doing drugs now. And it's the truth. He can argue it as much as he wants, but he had a song called "I Feel Like Dying." You ever heard it?
He used to drink
lean
cough syrup
at award shows. At award shows. But he had a song called "I Feel Like Dying," right?
Yeah.
Straight up song about how much he enjoyed doing drugs and the best way to do drugs. And just it was a crazy ass song. And I heard this when I was 17 and 18. You know what this made me think? Maybe I should try drugs. If it wasn't for having good people around me, I would have did it.
So did you grow up like with a, not trying to be too personal, but did you like have a male figure in the house?
That's not the point. That's why you hang out with Trump, you racist.
But see, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of times the ones that didn't really have that, they look up to.
And no, it is. This makes it even more ironic. All of your favorite rappers were friends with Trump before he got.
Do you know my favorite rappers? Do you know my favorite rappers?
Some of them.
Name one.
Okay. I actually don't know your favorite rapper. I'm saying of the music that you listen to. All the mainstream ones. They were always referencing Donald Trump in their music, right? All of that.
They have done.
Donald Trump was the man.
Trump,
I listen to.
You can't name one mainstream rapper, one that has never.
Nas was always talking bad about Donald Trump since the 90s. and Illmatic, Stillmatic, he would talk terrible about Donald Trump.
We talked about Jay-Z too, but what did that do?
But the point that's why are you trying to deflect?
No, I'm not deflecting. I'm saying it doesn't matter.
You just said name one, and I did. I named it immediately.
Okay.
Off the top.
I actually Nas.
Yes.
It's Nas a different breed to you.
Huh?
I said Nas a different breed, man. That's what it is.
I mean, look, this isn't a hip hop discussion. Well, it is now, but I mean, we can do it. We can do a separate episode for that. But
as far as
we're talking 2010.
As far as Donald Trump, and I'm being very serious with you right now, being completely objective. He is honestly not a smart person, and I don't care what no one says. What's going on in this country? I think none of any of the positive things that's going on, he's not responsible for it, and that's my truth, honest opinion. But
you say he's not responsible.
He's not responsible for it. But the people who are around him have been able to do things that have been able to get done a long time. But you know what I'm saying? He's not a major. He's a figurehead. That's all he is.
But how is he not smart?
Like Obama?
Huh? Yes, like Obama. But the thing is about Obama, they could never accurately place blame on him for anything that's happening. The thing about Trump is, Trump will take every bit of blame for everything that's happening, and it won't get to him at all. And they love that. So whoever's in charge of whatever's actually going on can do whatever they want. Do y'all even know some of the stuff that's happening that we don't even? Oh my goodness, it's crazy, bro. They have completely cut funding for environmental stuff. There are no more art programs when I go to elementary school where I went to. There are no more.
Mm-hmm.
I had 16 different art programs I could sign up for.
Mm-hmm.
There is 0 art programs. You have to sign up to play football, pay money to play football if you're not in high school. Mm-hmm. For sports programs. You can't even do sports programs in elementary school, middle school where I'm from, unless you pay money.
Why would that be? What would that have to do with what would the football team have to do with the arts program?
I'm just saying these are several things that have been cut in the past few years.
And that's not
at least there was two things. No,
that's not a state issue.
State issues still get regardless. States get federal funding, bro.
Yeah, I understand. I know
especially for school stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like I said, and I know Trump's not going to be the one saying let's cut arts, let's cut sports, so we can do this. He's not the one doing that.
Okay.
But he's so not intelligent, in my opinion. People are going to be able to talk around him and convince him to do things that he doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah,
he's on vacation 95% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
Okay.
I don't think this.
And one last thing, I don't think he's the worst though. Nowhere close to the worst, but he is not good.
Well, that was just his opinion. Again.
Oh yeah. So the thing is, I don't think he's the worst. I don't think he's the worst in the past 30 years.
No, he's not.
I wouldn't even put him in the bottom 5. But nah.
Okay.
But
my turn.
Okay,
it's my turn. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, we're almost through this first segment. Okay, now. And I think this is something that we're going to shift back to the movie realm.
Okay, here we go.
Best thing out of the 2010s. Well, 2 things, but they're both related. The MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, but also the Marvel Netflix series. Because did y'all check out any of those, or was I the only one?
Like Luke Cage.
Yeah, those. Yeah,
I watched Iron Fist. I didn't get to check out any of them.
Okay.
You watched the
worst one,
and then watch the rest.
So when I started watching it, my mother was watching it. She was like, "Hey, watch this show with me." And then I started watching it, and I was like, "This is not good." And she was like, "I agree." And then we stopped watching.
Okay.
So I never got to watch any other ones, and I think it just put a bad taste in our mouth. So we just never went to any other ones.
All right, but let me make this point. So technically, Marvel launched the MCU with, unless in some circles it depends on who you talk to, but it's basically Iron Man is the first movie. Now I've heard some people say that it was actually the Incredible Hulk in 2005.
It technically would be that movie.
Right. Like I said, it depends on who you ask.
Yeah,
right. Okay, Iron Man. But for me, it didn't seem like the MCU became an actual thing, like an actual stamp until post 2010, till the 2010s, right?
Yeah. No one actually called it the MCU.
Right. And let's be honest, a lot of people jumped on. I won't say that everybody was a bandwagoner, but it didn't become I wouldn't say the Marvel MCU didn't become like an established thing until that first Avengers movie.
Yeah, it started.
But that was 2012. But
steamrolling over
absolutely,
everybody.
yeah. That first Avengers movie, it was full speed ahead, right?
Basically, everybody in like the Hollywood industry got fucking like hit with like 10 jets at the same time.
Yeah,
what the fuck? This movie's like the best movies out here
right
right
now. To this day, you play that. Dun, 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 and
play it over and over. I know.
Play it in like New York City at a crowd full of people. People start looking
around.
I know.
The Avengers coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's iconic.
Yes,
it's something that's stuck into our culture now.
Right,
people are going to talk about.
But they play that theme music. They play it multiple times in every commercial. You see every Marvel commercial, every Avengers movie. We heard that theme, and even in I think we even heard it. Maybe we didn't hear it in any of the solo movies, but all the Avengers movies they play that theme over and over, and they just market it. I knew this was going to happen at some point.
I was with you on that. Remember I told you.
Yeah, well, look, because as of right now, and I love that we transitioned in this topic because I'm the comic book guy. At some of the group. What? Anyway,
how well you know this like that?
Well, okay. Well, I mean, no, Eman read. No, Eman. Okay, yeah, but today in 2020, obviously the market is oversaturated with comic book movies, and here's the thing. It actually could be worse because as of right now, I'd say we get 2 or 3 a year at this point.
Yeah, they're doing a better job now of spacing them out.
Right. Especially but like I said, but it could be worse.
Especially this next phase 4, phase 5.
You want to say the craziest thing I think they ever did was that fucking February of Infinity War and Black Panther. Was that February? It was February when they came out.
I think so. Yeah.
When both of them came out.
Both of them came out in the same month. Yep.
2019. Whoa! Time out! No.
Black Panther.
No, Black Panther didn't come out in 2019.
Oh no, the first Infinity War was
2018.
Yeah,
and Black Panther
was in the same month.
Literally,
they dropped it in the same month.
Yes.
So it was that was a compound of just 2 big movies.
Yes.
That everyone was so excited about.
And both hit $1 billion.
And they knew what they were doing with that. They were
no, absolutely.
What they thought was going to happen was they thought Black Panther was going to flop. That's why they had Infinity War.
Some people did. Okay, well, here's the thing. No. Black Panther, that's a movie, in my opinion, that I know we're jumping ahead of a lot of movies, but it is interesting that you brought up Black Panther because for me, that movie exists in a vacuum for 2 reasons. Black Panther was the first movie in a long time. No, actually, I think it's the first of its kind. You know those institutions that they track movies to see where they try to predict ticket sales before the movie actually releases. They didn't know how to scale Black Panther because you had a certain portion of I guess the fandom or people in the industry that thought it was going to do really well, and then you had, like you said, a large portion of people who thought that it was going to. I mean, there was no mark for it. Mm-hmm. Like, what was the what would have made Black Panther a success? Would it have been 500 million?
A lot less. It didn't spend too much on it.
Yeah, they were trying to make. They were going for like the lowest amount they could think of. They probably were
right.
The budget. The budget was 100 million.
But making 100 million off of it would have been enough.
Yeah, that's all they wanted. They just wanted a little bit of profit.
No. You can't say that. No, because the movie wouldn't break even if that was the case. If it only made $100 million back, you know what? How much money it would have had to make a right. So add on another.
But I'm saying they would have, if they would have broken even, they would have been fine with it.
Okay, so 350.
Yeah,
would have been a success, right? But like I said, they didn't know
they didn't expect.
They didn't know what to expect. That's the thing. That's why this movie is unique because there hadn't really been a film coming out. I'm not just talking comic book movie. I'm talking any movie. That had this sort of situation.
Had a particular marketing scheme that had been used.
That was genius.
Urban marketing,
right?
Which I still don't understand why none of these other movies use it. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Because of the cast. Because it's not just the fact that it's a quote unquote black superhero, but the cast is 95%.
Like this movie Eternals that's coming out soon, right? It's got a lot of black people in the cast. I guarantee you.
A couple.
What you know what I mean? But I guarantee you these black people will be on the Breakfast Club. They'll be on the Shade Room. They'll be on this.
Right.
Urban marketing is huge. That's you're missing out.
No, you're not missing.
You're missing out on a lot of people by not doing that. You know what I mean?
But you're missing my point. The cast was 95% black, so it makes sense to do that.
It does.
Where the Eternals, there are some actors on the cast that are black, but is the cast majority black actors? No,
I know what 2 or 3. I know 3. The dude,
I'll check out the
dude
cast
that
list.
plays Paperboy in Atlanta.
Yeah, right. I know.
And then they got another dude, and then they got Kumanji.
He's the lead. He's going to be the lead, though.
Yeah.
He's the lead character. Right,
So
right. And like I said, he'll probably be on the Breakfast Club and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Yeah. So no, Marvel. Not only that, but they also They did a great job on social media.
Yeah, social media and
and also the controversies that were spreading that surrounded the opening of the movie. Whether they were what you call them. Oh my God, I'm blanking. What's the word? A hoax, or whether there was any legitimacy to whether they happened or not. It all worked in Marvel's favor.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of the day, it all worked in their favor.
Yeah.
Okay. And they got $1 billion movie. But matter of fact, and that was the first non-Avengers movie, I believe, that was. Mm-hmm. Unless you're talking Civil War, but I've heard some people say that Civil War is basically Avengers 2.5.
It is.
It's they're in it, right? It's everybody but Thor and Hulk in it.
It's literally just like everybody in the character.
Okay. But
I mean, I guess because Iron Man needed. I mean, Captain America needed another movie. They just wanted to figure out how to make it with all the other Avengers.
It was in my opinion a bad decision on their part. They could have got Chris Evans for one more movie if they had finessed it correctly.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
well, maybe, but overall, that was definitely one of the entertainment wise, the MCU, which I basically, I didn't catch on to. I didn't start going to see the movies in theaters until. Let's see. The first MCU movie I saw in theaters was Avengers: Age of Ultron. Before then, I had to go. Yeah, all the movies that already came out, I had to watch on my laptop. But after Age of Ultron, I went and saw almost every film. I didn't go see Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I did. I've unfortunately, I have that type of time where I can go see every movie out, like every movie out. So I've seen the bad, the good.
I used to have that. I used to have that type of time. But go ahead.
That's it. That's all I was
saying. Okay. But for the most part, the four of us, if we didn't, we're following it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah. I've been following it since the first Iron Man. I mean, it's just the Incredible Hulk. Technically, since the Incredible Hulk, because I did see the Incredible Hulk when it was.
I saw both versions.
Yeah,
okay.
Like
in theaters.
Yeah,
okay.
Like I saw it when it came out, like in theaters, the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. But no one thought I was going to join the MCU until they, later on done that.
And then switched the characters out, but used all the other characters.
Yeah, like they legitimately had the same story and everything,
except one character.
Yeah,
but comics wise, I got into reading comics around 2009. Or buying them anyway. Again, I was telling you I had to drive to Charlotte, Salisbury to get them. But
it's like I always explained to you that my oldest comic that I had, I didn't read comics. I just have the comic because it was special.
I was reading
because it was special to me. Yeah. Spider-Man 9/11 comic. But around 2011, 2012, I've always had a mind for stuff like that. Like I saw this is booming. I'm watching people, like I see people I work with, like I can't wait for this new superhero movie.
movie.
Then I'm seeing they have plans for phase 1, phase 2, phase 3.
Marvel was gunning for the money.
Yeah. And I know. As of right now, we're talking. I said MCU was the best thing. I didn't necessarily say comic book movies because DC, as much as I love DC, and let's be honest, my childhood is basically, if we're talking comics, I was more. Yeah, it's DC. They rule. Yeah, DC rules the TV airways, right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
TV
so
and the cartoons,
right? Absolutely. So when I heard that they were, starting their own universe, I'm thinking, oh my God, this really is the golden age, man. We got the big two, and yes, they did. We know, and this again, we will do an episode on this, but for the most part, if the 2010s, it was all Marvel. It was all Marvel, and the MCU was without a doubt
Marvel
the biggest thing.
For everybody neck with that.
DC
did have one thing they did completely better that no one can say. They had a better female superhero.
Okay.
Better female superhero.
I'm about to say, yeah. Well, I mean, they were the first one to actually give one of their characters post in the 2010s anyway. The first one to make a solo film. Yeah.
Character.
Absolutely.
Captain Marvel
yes.
was a little lackluster.
It was
Mhm.
beyond lackluster.
I
It
did
is.
not.
They
I don't-
focused more on the '90s references, in my opinion, than the actual.
Yeah, they were trying to
I've
make sure that the
explained-
story made sense
Yeah.
to everybody, and they were like, "Oh, we gotta make sure all these stuff happens."
Blockbuster's important, so let's put Blockbuster everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
let's make sure that we
God.
make
Let's
sure
make sure there's a phone book.
that we
Let's
make sure
there's a phone.
that what you call it, Samuel L. loses his
I'm
eye.
bringing you back for when we get into that. I'm bringing you
Mhm.
back for when we do a video on that. But also, okay, so that's the MCU. Yes, was brilliant. Now it's not perfect.
Yeah.
I've
It's close to it.
It's close to
I'm
it.
glad we have it. I'm more than happy that we have it, and also
We're better off because we have it.
and also obviously not as advertised, not as promoted, not as known to the average Joe or the average citizen. But the Marvel Netflix, I thought Marvel just absolutely just
They did a great job.
Yeah, I mean it elevated the brand too because I had never seen anything like that before. I never thought you could get
A good Daredevil at all. Ben
No.
Affleck ruined it for everyone. Ben Affleck ruined it.
well, I don't know. Well,
What was he doing?
I wouldn't say that. Well, I don't know.
Flailing angry.
Yeah, but I never thought that you could get not one. Maybe you could get one TV show or TV series, even though it's not really a TV series of a comic book character and it'd be successful. But to get Daredevil, Jessica Jones, a character that, let's be honest, most people never even heard of, didn't even know existed,
or cared about. Yeah,
or cared about. Right. Absolutely, very
People
obscure.
were like, who?
Yeah, exactly, very obscure. Luke Cage, which that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was a big deal for me.
That was dope.
It was.
Dope.
And then
I
Iron
love
Fist,
the music.
and then to bring them together and create the Defenders again,
They
another
make a
property.
terrible movie.
Huh?
Make a terrible.
They would
Defenders
make a terrible one movie by themselves.
No, but they made a terrible. The Defenders was terrible.
You mean the series?
separately?
It was just a little. I just thought it was too. I just thought they needed a couple more episodes.
They depowered Luke Cage.
Yes, they did.
They depowered and they.
No, he was depowered in his own series, though.
Yeah,
I mean, in
but
season
they
one,
depowered
anyway.
him even more in the Defenders. Like he was getting his ass
know.
by regular people.
Well,
Regular ninjas. But still,
Elektra.
It shouldn't have been nobody. Shouldn't have been able.
No,
to
he
hurt
should have
him.
never been overpowered by Elektra.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't give a fact
yeah.
if she was brought back from the dead.
And
But,
then they made Jessica Jones. Technically, she does have super strength on occasion in the show, in her own show, but they gave her a little bit too much juice during the Defenders. Way too much juice during
she
the
was off the
Defenders.
henny.
And then you had Iron Fist wasn't even barely using the Iron Fist.
Iron Fist wasn't Iron Fist.
He wasn't using the Iron Fist at the appropriate time.
That's stupid.
Okay, but they tried to explain it with they tried to explain it with the PTSD
in the
thing.
show.
Okay,
In the show, he doesn't use that much either.
because he has
He's
PTSD.
fucking. Oh my god.
I know, but it carried through the Defenders, but it was just dumb.
I get it.
They effed up.
You know what I'm saying?
So Daredevil was the only one still doing it?
Daredevil is the crown jewel of the Marvel Netflix series, of all of them.
Of course, yeah.
Absolutely.
If they were gonna bring back any of those, that'd be the only one they'd be willing to do, probably.
I'm talking about how it was executed.
It's just an amazing. No, I'm sorry. In my opinion, they did Punisher better than Daredevil. Punisher was,
season 1 was dope. Yeah,
super dope.
No. Okay, I'm with you. I loved how they introduced Punisher in season 2.
I thought season 2 was good too.
Yeah,
but I thought that they.
What was your favorite season of Daredevil? Of the 3,
I don't.
It's hard to choose.
There was 3 of them.
There were 3. Yep.
What was the one where the dude the broken face dude came?
No, that's Punisher season 1.
No, because he broke his face and he came back. That was season 2. He was in the hospital. He came back. He started banging his.
But we're talking Daredevil.
I'm talking Punisher right now. You just asked me Punisher season, which was my
No. I said Daredevil.
Oh, my favorite.
Yes.
Oh, the last season of Daredevil.
Born Again.
Yes, I fucking love.
Okay, it's not Born Again, but it's that storyline.
I'm so mad they didn't
storyline.
Reintroduce him during the Punisher storyline at some point in time.
Who?
Daredevil. It would have been.
Yeah, I know.
Fire.
I think here's the thing.
He was in Hell's Kitchen plenty of times.
I know. I think at this point, the Marvel Netflix, because it was
all they knew they were going to start canceling them. Right
yeah. That's the thing. But hopefully, those shows will end up. They'll make more episodes.
I heard
those shows on the streaming service.
I heard there was a rumor that they might bring him back for Disney Plus.
I would love that. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm excited for the newer shows that are coming. Yeah, the WandaVision and
WandaVision and
Falcon and
Winter Soldier. Yeah, I honestly think the rest are going to be trash.
The What If series sounds amazing.
That too, yeah.
They're going to do I heard they might do a zombies episode.
There's some good ideas
yeah.
and there's some bad ideas. I mean, there's some things that I'm excited for and some things that I'm not.
What if Captain America was a Nazi? It was,
That'll be one. That might be episode one.
That
might be
was
episode
an actual idea.
I would be down for
No,
that.
I know.
I would definitely be down for that. That'd be very funny.
There'll
That'd
probably
very
be
funny.
some episodes in that where it's X-Men centric, you know.
That would be great,
especially once they get introduced.
because they are trying to add them into it. So
Yeah, they're going to.
Once they, as soon as what's name comes out,
WandaVision.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah.
It's a wrap. You'll see X-Men.
It's gonna have something to do. Wanda's gonna bring him back.
Yeah, Wanda's gonna whisper them into existence like she whispered them out of existence.
Because she can create realities. She's been so depowered in the MCU that now they're finally actually going to give her. We're going to see like her true power coming to form.
They're about to make her dangerous.
OP of the OP, which is cool as long as it's not Carol Danvers who's the strongest.
Talk about 2 movie series from the 2010s that don't get. Well, they do get all the appreciation, but they another level.
Yeah. Okay. So let's stick with movies for a minute.
John Wick.
Yeah, there you go.
God damn, I can watch all 3 of those back to back.
Those are good movies.
16
even
hours.
Though,
I haven't even seen, but everybody's.
The first one was it his cat?
His dog.
His dog.
That's exactly the reason to kill everybody.
No,
bro.
it wasn't about his dog. They beat his ass.
And then they killed the dog.
And then they killed his dog.
Like you already
just died 3 days before that.
Like he already was.
It's Keanu, but backwards.
Plus, he also had a beef with the Russians, which was also something that
like
was
they.
going on.
That always helps.
That's like
you can always throw that in there.
After you had a really bad day, and then they shoot your dog afterwards.
So basically, the Russians were the one that gave him permission to stop being an assassin, but he had to do an impossible mission to do it. The impossible mission was some shit he did not want to do, and they made him do it anyway.
Such a simple premise, and yet
he was whooping
it ends up being.
And I know
everybody out.
I'm starting this from the 2010s because they're the same series, but they're different series.
Right. But John Wick came out of nowhere, though. It really
Fast
did.
and Furious. They went from racing movies
to spy movies.
Spy movies.
Yeah.
2010.
You pull out a fucking submarine.
What the fuck is this?
Hold on, with a fucking submarine coming out of an iceberg. What the
how
shit
have we
is
not?
going on?
I'm asking, right? How have we not covered this yet?
Fast and Furious?
Yeah,
the
but we never.
insanity that is. Fast and Furious?
I feel like they had to because after a while that racing.
I mean, that racing shit can get boring, but you can figure out new ways to make it interesting.
Do y'all know?
Need for Speed making a new game every
dude, they're going to space.
What
now.
the
They're trying to take them to space.
Have you ever?
No, I'm not saying they've planned that, but I'm saying what else is there left to do?
Yeah, you
know
gotta
Long
space
Beach Crispy on Instagram?
Yes.
So he had a skit. He was like, all right, guys, we need pitches for this idea for the new Fast and Furious. What do you got? He's like, well, they could go to space. That's good. What else you got? They can fight Nazi zombies in space. Dog, write that down. What else you got? Well, they can shrink down, go inside people's bodies.
No.
But listen to this. He's like, that's the most fire idea I ever heard. All right, all we need is an ending. New guy, what do you got? What if they, they raced each other?
No, just switch them out.
No, he said, what if they raced each other? That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is wrong with you? Race each other. This shit is.
They haven't raced each other in a long time.
No, it's been a while since they.
The last race was ironically between Dom and what's the name when he died.
Yeah, that was the last race they had, and he drove off in the
opposite.
Which one didn't race? I know. I remember. Actually, no. The one where or is that the same movie? Was that the same movie? No, it wasn't. It was.
Those
Dom raced somebody. It was
he did. He raced somebody
in the
Cuba.
beginning of a movie.
In Cuba, right.
He got his car. I remember.
And set it on
fire. It was
the
Charlie's. Yeah.
He set the car on fire and it made it fast.
True to form, right?
He made it to the end of the race. The car didn't blow
driving backwards.
Yes.
With the fire blasting in his face.
Still going to hurt him.
No. Dominic Toretto, he's at this point, he's a superhero.
He's a superhero.
No. Him and The Rock, they're superheroes.
But in the spinoff, they fought androids and cyborgs and shit.
Did you see that one where the other one where they were fighting that girl? No, they weren't fighting that girl. Were they in that city? And the fucking Rock was in the hospital. He got up. He said,
"Yeah." I think I talked about this.
I was like, "What the shit is going on, bro?" I was like, he just not hurt
painkiller. No, he took 2 painkiller pills.
He said,
and
it took him off. I was like,
Dominic Toretto revealed in Cuba he was Cuban.
Yes.
But in this new movie, his brother's The Rock. I mean, John Cena.
His brother's John Cena.
His brother's
What?
John Cena.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
John Cena's
making
the
his
most
brother,
palest, whitest brother you ever seen in your life.
Because that legitimately the new trailer's like, that's my
No, Cena was in the new. Oh,
that's my
God.
brother, and it's
Okay.
John Cena. I'm like, oh,
And he's
my
an
God.
assassin.
Are they going to space? They're going to
I
space.
hope
Possible. Well, they have a jet with a magnet on it. Where
They're going to space.
So at one point in the previews,
And they're
chasing one of the cars. He's like, you got nowhere to go. Drives off a cliff. He's like, we got him. And then a jet comes out of nowhere and picks him up with a magnet. It's like they got a jet with a magnet on it. And he sounds so surprised. And one of the movies, they sounded so surprised to see a jet with a magnet on it. And one of the movies,
they flew out of a fucking cargo jet.
They flew out of a cargo jet. In that
remember
same movie, they drove next to a nuclear bomb on ice with vehicles that would slide around and tires have no grip.
What is it? Tyrone?
Tyrell.
Tyrese.
Tyrell.
Yo, my man was on.
Edit that out.
Earn that paycheck.
Yes. Tyrese.
He ain't earned no more paychecks because The Rock.
Hold on, earn that paycheck, Tyrese. He was on one of the doors of the car, sliding through the ice.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
What the fuck?
Being pulled.
You should be dead. Your hands should be skinned. Everything should be gone. What the hell?
And he also blocked bullets.
Yeah.
From automatic weapons. Because with the
car door. With the car door, yeah.
Because that's possible.
But what movie was it that changed the game till like it started to get the action? Like, was it Tokyo Drift?
No, it was
Tokyo Drift, they actually effing race.
Yeah, Tokyo
Drift.
It's actually street racing.
You're right.
I like the
Fast Five came out.
It was Fast Five. It was Fast
After
Five.
they got what's name back?
The Rock. No,
after they got his girl back.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, after they got Michelle Rodriguez.
Letty.
But guess what year that was? 2009. And guess what Fast Five came out? 2010.
Right.
There you go. Yeah. That was like, all right, guys. New decade, new movies.
Let's get
no more racing. Let's get crazy.
That actually might be my favorite one.
Anyway.
But the crazy part is, I guarantee you, they pitched. Let's just see how far we can go. The movie's probably
absolutely.
They were like,
look, when you add The Rock,
let's see how far we can fuck with people.
This is probably the last one anyway.
Right. When you add The Rock, you got to amp shit up.
Yeah.
You know, that's what.
Wait, did y'all see Hobbs and Shaw?
Yes.
I did not
because
how was
it? Decent.
It was decent.
It was decent.
Okay.
It was not as bad as people make it seem.
Okay.
No, not bad. It's just we knew it was a Fast and Furious.
Should not have been a villain because he's just not a believable
villain.
Bad guy, like a.
But just like not a believable super
villain. Gotcha.
Like a normal villain.
Yes. Like there was a point in time where he's like, "That's right, I'm Black
Superman." I thought that's just stupid.
Even though there was points in time with Rock clearly
stronger than him.
Right,
I know.
It made no sense.
I know.
I got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
I was kind of turned off by that. I mean, you don't need to be. You need to be. Your ass need to be Green Lantern, but apparently, but you don't want to do the shit in there.
John Stewart.
John. He's John Stewart. Okay.
During Hobbs and Shaw, you also found out that Shaw has a
Wait, wasn't Roman Reigns in that movie?
Yes, he also was in that movie.
Thank you, Rock.
He did amazing. They're gonna put him in the Fast and Furious. I guarantee you. After they kill off the wrestlers,
all the wrestlers are jumping to. Right, starting with The Rock, now John Cena, and then Roman Reigns. Who's gonna be next? Get the Undertaker in there. Get the Undertaker in there, bro.
He should be a villain for Fast.
Goldberg should have been in there. Goldberg would have been perfect in the first few.
Yeah,
he would have been perfect.
I want Steve Austin in there for one movie. Get Steve Austin in there.
I still love that.
I do too.
I still love hearing that shattered glass.
I love it too. Yeah.
Fast and Furious is taking a wild ride through this decade.
It has. Oh my god,
man!
They're one of the ones.
Is it the only series movies like has 8 movies? I think.
No. Star Wars has 9.
9. Jason.
And that's not including Rogue One and Solo.
Friday the 13th.
Nightmare on
Elm Street.
Yeah, no, they're a couple movies out there.
I've never seen any of those movies.
There's a lot of mostly horror movies.
Yeah, mostly horror movies do a lot.
Yeah.
How many does Star Trek have?
Star Trek has a lot of movies.
More than 10, don't they?
Yes, more than 10.
Yeah, so
and they're all canon with each other.
I know.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
It is.
It is, but some of them were questionable.
Got you.
Con! He could have killed them in several movies.
Yeah,
Star Wars.
But as far as a movie dealing with what the original premise was, street racing,
and then now you didn't see the previous to new one.
No, I haven't seen it. No, but don't.
I'm just telling you.
I just know Cena's in it. I know, but I haven't seen it.
They strapped a rocket to the back of one of the cars. in the previews?
Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Physics don't matter.
Physics would
They no longer matter anyway.
Yes, there was a part where remember Vin Diesel jumped out of that 8-story window and then he landed on the.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's perfectly fine.
Physics don't matter, fellas. They don't.
Yeah.
They haven't mattered since the first
What was that
movie.
one
They
where
really
They
haven't.
got in that really fast car and it jumped out of one building and landed in the other.
Yeah,
building
they're at
across the
the
fucking
not the
way.
Taj Mahal.
I still love that part.
I mean, people are
care.
gonna
It
love
looks
it
cool as
regardless.
shit.
It looks,
It does.
it
It
looks
does.
amazing, but it's so unreal.
It looks.
Yeah, it's unreal. No, but that
We finally saw Ronda Rousey act, and we figured out, man, you should definitely go back to the UFC. It's
Yeah.
not a good look for you, buddy.
You know, another movie that came out in 2010.
But that's
really good, and that
Yeah.
I think should got more
yeah.
of a
is it a franchise or what?
Yeah,
I mean,
or just movie.
franchise. I guess you can say like
Yeah.
they can
Or just
they can make another one. Deadpool.
Well, yeah, it's a franchise. They're making.
Yeah.
They are making another.
They're making another
Yeah,
one?
they already
Yeah, they
started.
are.
I'm down for a third one. Like I like
And
the
then
Deadpool.
Deadpool will be in the MCU. They already said it.
Oh.
Kevin Feige already said it a few months ago. He'll be in the MCU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're writing
Part of the Fox deal.
They're writing the Deadpool script literally in the office next to his.
Well,
Now,
nice.
correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't read the comics. Was Deadpool was he that comical in the comic book?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
he was
Yeah.
more common.
Literally, they called him the
More
Merc with a
comical.
mouth.
He became that like in the when they first created
90s?
him,
Yeah.
90s, because when they first created him, he was just like a
Yeah.
run of the mill villain.
Yeah.
They turned him into a character that would like break the fourth wall and like do the wacky shit. That shit came later.
Yeah.
Because She-Hulk was doing that like
Yeah.
long before Deadpool was created. You know, I mean, as far as breaking the fourth wall, anyway. But yeah, okay,
These
Deadpool.
movies have been really like
They're-
good.
Yeah, Deadpool is a good movie.
I love that.
It changed. It definitely changed
Actually,
the
you know what?
entire movies.
Yeah.
No. Actually, you know what? That actually falls into a category because we're giving Deadpool credit, but we should be giving the studio who made that film, not just that, because Fox, really, these rated R comic book movies, because
Logan.
Logan, the Deadpool movies, and is that it? Was it just them three, or
It was just them three, I believe.
the two Deadpool movies and Logan?
Yeah, those are the good ones.
Were
And
home
then-
runs,
And
yeah.
then Sony had Into the Spider-Verse that came out,
Which is very good.
really
Yes,
good.
they
They're
did.
coming out with a second one.
Are they?
Yes, they are coming.
So they're
out
not
with a
bringing Miles to the MCU.
Yeah.
second one.
They are.
They are going. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Spider Woman's getting a movie.
Spider-Woman's
Spider-Woman?
getting. Yeah, she's getting movies, but they already said Miles Morales has been confirmed. They already been They put out a casting call for black actors already in Atlanta.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
I didn't even know there was a Spider-Woman.
There is a Spider.
Yeah, there is.
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna do this. They're doing the what's name before all that. The Silver Sable and what's name.
The Black Cat movie? Oh,
yeah.
They're doing that
shit.
first.
I'm down for it.
I'm not.
They better be on point with that movie.
They won't.
Now, you know what I'm down for? The new Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's gonna be hot.
Dude, I was getting Winter Soldier vibes from that trailer. I hope they live up to what I think that movie can definitely be good.
There's 2 superheroes in that movie that we don't know about that are going to be in that movie.
Captain.
Like big time superheroes that we don't know that are going to be.
Yeah, Iron Man. Tony Stark's going to be.
In my opinion, I'm assuming, and it's probably going to be the most obscure we would never think of. I'm thinking Blade, because they said he's coming soon.
Yeah, I know Blade's
and they said
he might be in the post-credit scene.
Yeah,
I'd be cool with a Blade
scene.
post credit.
And I'm
That'd be cool.
assuming
That would be fucking dope.
Wolverine.
That would be fucking dope.
I'm assuming
too.
Wolverine's going to be in
Maybe.
this one.
Maybe.
That would be fucking.
Maybe.
That's
They
how
don't need
that's
to do
how you
X-Men
would.
to have Wolverine.
That's how
No,
you
you don't.
act.
I know you don't. I know you don't. They proved that.
Yeah. They don't need X-Men.
Fox proved that.
No.
No.
So I think Wolverine, like you said, Wolverine's probably going to be in the main story because he's always involved in some Russian stuff.
Yeah.
And then Blade's going to be post-credit scene. All I heard was
We'll see.
they were talking about at the D3 joint that there's going to be more superheroes than they featured in the actual previews.
Okay. Well, we'll see. But so Marvel basically
On fire.
became a superpower in within the movie industry, and
Single-handedly have been funding Disney's everything.
Absolutely. Now, if we could just get the comics situation
Disney
under
is taking over
control,
the world. It's kind of scary.
it is.
That's
it
also
is
something.
scary,
That's also
right?
something that started happening in 2010.
Yes. The Disney turning themselves into, if they weren't already an empire, they are now.
Yeah, they're taking over everybody they can.
But again, I don't think that's a good thing. So that's not the best
the
thing.
number of explosives Disney buys yearly.
Do they buy a lot of
They
them?
buy a crazy amount.
They're planning something.
They claim it's for movie effects.
It's for maintenance.
They may use some of them for their films, but the rest of them they gonna
It's for
they
the
holding
one-
for
it's
something
the
else.
One day someone fucks with
Somebody
Disney.
said Walt Disney was
What'd you say about Walt?
Well, go ahead, Jimmy.
Somebody said Walt Disney was a racist. Was he a racist?
He was. He didn't like Jewish people. Probably didn't like black people either.
It's always a Jewish. If you don't go to Jewish, you
He
gotta
was
go black
he was
too.
an extreme sexist. He didn't allow women anywhere near the writers' room. I was gonna say writers' room, but
The writers' room. I could say that's kind of true because I don't think I know any like.
No, I know that about.
There are
Walt.
some very like disgusting stories about Walt Disney that I can't confirm.
Yeah, Disney. Yeah,
But
we know.
there's-
Yeah,
yeah.
Disney's a Luciferian organization. I'm aware of that. But moving on.
Whoa.
That's all right. It'll get. Whatever. It's gonna get. Ain't gonna cut that anyway.
Oh, okay. The Walt Disney Company is the largest consumer of fireworks in the world, and the second largest purchaser of explosive devices, right behind the U.S. Department of Defense.
Yeah.
They buy more bombs than the U.S. Department of Defense.
That's scary.
Wow.
That's actually scary. You don't get any explosives. I mean, I'm doing Marvel, but why? Why?
I guess for Disney World.
They're going
Whatever.
to
We'll
blow
see.
somebody up. They fuck with.
They have
them.
a-
I'm
they have
telling
a-
you.
Another discussion. Another discussion for another day. So have we pretty much covered movies of the best things to come out of the 2010s?
Yep.
Anything else?
Yeah, the movies. I guess that's.
We got
I mean,
movies
Get Out
and
came
music.
out, and
Should we
Us-
talk about fashion?
That was. Oh
That
well,
came
I
out-
don't
that
really.
came out in the
I'm not a
2010s,
fashion.
but-
I'm not fashion forward.
I'm not either.
Yeah, I'm not really fashion.
Really,
so-
you always have the drip on.
I always have
Just
the
saying.
drip, but I'm not a fashion person. I just know what I need to wear to look nice. I
Yeah.
guess.
So no fashion,
We
no
still
fashion.
know stuff. I mean,
Okay, gentlemen, let's venture into the gaming realm because we're all gamers. Now, for me, 2010s has actually been a disappointment because I'm a huge sports title guy. Madden and 2K.
FIFA has taken a step up though.
Have
FIFA has improved.
FIFA.
Okay.
And all the UFC games haven't gotten better.
Oh yeah,
but
okay.
they look better and they're a better feel.
Right. Are we getting anything after UFC 3? 3 was the last one, right?
Yeah, there should be more coming on the way.
Now, that game was dope. Yeah, I hope.
So we got a bunch of fighting games that.
Fight Night's coming back.
Fight Night is.
Yeah, the Boss
yeah.
Fight Night's coming back,
Fight
dude.
Night
I'm hyped for
is-
that. Sorry, yeah.
Exciting.
Be on the lookout for that.
The
Next
last
gen, though. I
last-
think.
The last Fight Night was good. I like the last Fight Night.
The last one was damn near perfect.
Yeah,
Damn near perfect. Yeah, so I'm hyped for that.
As far as
I want that good story
Mortal
mode
Kombat
too.
and Street Fighter in the 2010s.
Yeah, Street Fighter. Yeah, definitely taking a jump up.
I love those weird characters. They have like Freddy Krueger, Jason.
Yo, that one
most-
from was MK9 that had Kratos on there for the PS exclusive.
I heard, I heard they were thinking about putting Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Shaggy?
It was not confirmed. The guy who actually said he made the character design for him though.
Yes.
They did have it set up that.
Because-
Dude, I want to
they're
see
in
when
the
they get
same-
some DC like
They're owned
comics
by-
characters
they're owned
on
by
there.
the same comic company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
And if Shaggy came, what would be his finishing move?
Dude, I would fucking love a Shaggy, man. I don't know. Maybe he could be like, Zoinks, run away and the guy fall or something. I don't know. Something
That
simple
would be
Just
yeah, that's
something
right.
simple.
That'd be,
to make it funny. Or maybe
he takes off his face like a mask. It's the old man. Just punches his head to the ground.
or he accidentally pulls his head off and it's like he's like, oh, it's not a mask, and he just runs away or something. I don't know. It's something goofy.
It has
Something
to be
goofy for Shaggy. I wouldn't want nothing serious.
Let's not forget, and maybe it's just me. I have a feeling you guys are gonna agree if you've played it. The Assassin's Creed game.
oh yeah, yeah.
Baller.
Yeah.
Baller. All right, what is it? What's that?
You want to talk about making a leap, man? Those games have just gotten better and better and better. With Origins being the best, I'm biased, but I say Origins is the best.
He's like an RPG realm that
The
they're going
stories have gotten out of control.
into. To be honest,
With-
I'm liking the out of
with
control.
Odyssey-
I'm liking the out of control.
At some point in time, I'm just not going.
So
understanding
basically,
what's going
from
on
what
in
my
there.
knowledge has told me, the first three, Assassin's Creed 1, Brotherhood, Revelation,
Yeah.
the ones are in between those,
Yeah.
like between 1 and 3, are the Desmond story, right?
Yes.
Those are that.
Yeah.
Then you jump to Abstergo doing the fourth one, I
Yeah.
believe, right? And they're like the company for the text.
Yeah.
The RPG ones are kind of just their own little separate entity. It's
Okay,
something fucking
okay.
weird. From what
And then the
I'm
movie's
getting.
canon.
And then the movies are canon as well, so it's
Oh,
all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So they're trying.
with Fassbender.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So they're
Y'all all
trying.
saw that? I thought I was the only one that
I-
watched
No,
it.
I'm willing to watch it.
I saw
Okay.
bits and parts of it. I did not watch the whole entire thing because I couldn't even get through it after watching those bits and parts.
It's not. It's
yeah,
no,
it
no.
doesn't live up to the first one for me.
And this would actually be on the sorry not to cut you off, but this would be on the worst of the 2010s. That's video game movies.
Yeah,
that would be on
was
the worst.
That bad video game movie that came out.
I can't think of one good one.
I know.
Fortnite.
But staying
A Fortnite movie would be fucking
Fortnite
horrible.
Dies.
They're making a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which
What?
I don't want.
The only good thing that Fortnite has done has explode the amount of e-gaming. And now, because they're big, everybody else is like, well, our game can be big too. And now you can get rich playing video games.
Wait, that's 20. Isn't that'd be 2010s, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
E-gaming. Yeah.
E-gaming.
Okay.
Guess what's happening in the Olympics in 2020?
You bullshit.
E-gaming.
Wow.
Fuck no. There's no way.
Bro,
Wow.
you know how much fucking reflexes it takes?
I know it takes reflexes, but why the fuck are we adding that to the Olympics?
That could also give you carpal tunnel playing too much.
Playing basketball, shooting the ball too much can hurt your wrist. You know what I mean? That's gonna be in the Olympics.
I guess.
Have you ever lifted 800 pounds? There are people that lift 800 pounds.
You
Go
know
ahead and
what?
do that.
You know
and then tear your
what?
pectorals.
You're not doing that with your hands.
Off.
Well, I mean, you need more than just your hands.
But you can hurt yourself terribly.
I know that. I'm aware of that. Yeah. Okay. Well, wow. I did not know that was becoming an Olympic sport.
I don't want that to become part of the Olympics. I mean, I
don't either.
With it, but why? That's okay.
Wow.
Hey, I guess
we're here now. We're here. We're here.
We are living.
We are here.
In the future. Yeah.
Now,
I would have never.
This is the final step.
This
is the final step, in my opinion, for e-gaming before it officially blows up, and we start seeing people getting those $100 million contracts, like we see people in the NBA, NFL.
I'll be honest with you. I never could imagine someone being paid. I never thought this would. I guess in my younger days, I never could imagine someone being paid to play.
I'm happy for it.
I wanted to be a professional video gamer when I was 12, 13.
That's every boy's dream at the age of 13.
I saw my friend Chris become a video game designer, but at the same time, I knew eventually it was gonna eventually,
Yeah.
I'm not. Even as a kid, I knew eventually there's gonna be money to be made for everything.
I never saw that.
And then my mom was like, my mom basically said, "There's no future in it." Blah blah blah. blah. And I'm just trying to sit here and tell him, like, Ma, you sit here and let me play this Mario Kart.
I'll buy you a house.
Buy you a house.
You just let me play this goddamn game.
Hey, just wait. Just wait 13 years. That's gonna be possible.
The best part about this is, like, you got a kid who's 8 years old, 9 years old. You see he's extremely talented at whatever one game he's playing.
Yeah.
He's got terrible grades. He's terrible at everything else. You could tell him keep playing that game.
Yeah.
Keep playing that game. And by the time he's 14, he's making
top 10 in the world. Leaderboard. He's killing the leaderboards, man.
You can go pro so much faster playing video games.
Hell yeah, you can. There's no governing body. Yes, there's no governing body.
And there is a governing body. There's a video game thing, but you don't. But there's pretty much no age limit.
Yeah, I know.
You can play.
If you're up in there, yeah.
8 years
there you go.
There
you go.
Tell me that's not amazing.
That is
the
great.
day you turn 13.
It's time to get this bread. I'm trying to get this college fund.
So,
dude, Japan's gonna dominate.
Except for there's a few leagues where you have to be 18.
Okay.
The NBA 2K League.
Yeah,
you have to be over 18. But as far as the NBA 2K League goes, you know how it goes, right? They do it like legitimately like NBA style. There's a draft. There's everything. Like there's already teams. Dope. There's already teams in place. There's like for each state, for each city, there's already teams in place. They do practices. They have their own practice facility.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the draft this year is gonna be bananas. It's gonna be in New York City.
The draft?
You're in?
There's a draft.
There is an actual draft.
Are you kidding me? How do you do team subs? How do you get your injured player to go play?
No. How do you pull something off? Because at some point, maybe not now, but won't they eventually? This is why they got to start making This is why they got to start making college basketball games again, right?
Yeah, so that you can develop them play.
Right.
But
my Lord,
that's the perfect reason why.
Exactly.
But the thing is, though, you have injuries to actual people in real life who can't play.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Dude gets carpal tunnel. Dude breaks his wrist. He's out.
Yeah.
On a video game, it's different.
You're cutting him and you're getting somebody else.
On a video game, though, it's different though, because like
this is wild.
A video game character can't.
Yes, but I'm saying, but you can get sick in real life. You can get
injured
in real life.
I guess they'll have a full roster, but like your 6-man.
Right. Your 6-man is never exactly.
Your 6-man probably never
gonna play.
No, so they won't even know who that guy is because he's never gonna get off the bench.
But I'm telling you, I was just watching. They like if you play 2K. Between games, they have like a whole segment about everything that's going on. And these dudes are for real.
No, I
I am
know.
not mad
We
about
have a
that.
whole league now. It is. I mean, that makes it legit.
I'm not mad about
It's
that.
legit now.
That's
So
dope.
You're technically a part of the NBA when you make the NBA 2K league.
No
Like
way.
you get it. You get like one of their. They have like a little membership card. Like you're a part of the NBA.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. I
That's
like
crazy.
that.
That is
I
I'd be
great.
like
8
that.
years old and be a part of it.
Yeah, you
Right.
get free tickets. You get free.
Oh,
tickets
wait, you
to
said
whatever
there's an
city you're
eight-
playing
It's
for
18
everything.
plus
There's a-
one.
yeah,
That's
it's
the
18 plus.
Oh,
That's the
18
18 plus one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like Fortnite.
Nah, but I'm
Yeah.
saying you played.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait a few years.
Just wait. Yeah, 10 years. I'm going pro.
I'm
I'm
going
going
pro.
pro.
Hey, yo, Mom, I'm about to get inside
I'm
again.
going pro.
We moving out of
You know
there.
what?
That's
Video
wild.
games.
That's wild.
That's why I play 2K every year, Mom.
Yeah,
That's
right.
why it's for you.
Mom, going to the NBA.
It's crazy because that.
No. I mean,
for real,
on the game.
Yeah.
On the
you
game.
can for real be on your last year of high school. Instead of doing your last year of high school, you drop out,
And just
play
some
2K
games.
for a whole year,
Yeah.
and you got people telling you you're not gonna be nothing, you're not gonna do nothing. Okay.
Okay.
You watch
Right.
it.
All you
See.
I
do
made
is-
the league.
All you do is smoke weed and play video games and eat pizza all day. You know what? You're never gonna be anything.
Okay, I'll show
That
you.
draft come around, and the number one draft pick to Memphis, Marcus Spencer.
This is wild.
Contract worth $2.3 million
Dude, this-
over 4 years.
Yeah, they gonna have the little hat sign in with the
They
little.
have all that. They have all that.
This
This
shit's
is
legit.
wild.
They're wearing
This is wild.
suits. They're wearing all. I'm loving it. The 2010s, I can say so far for gaming has been a rough thing for, like, I guess some titles for some games.
Yeah.
It has been a rough time for them.
I mean, even with that, I still think
But I
the
think
quality of
e-gaming-
games for
E-gaming
2K
has
has
been
gone
Alright,
down.
so
a
yeah.
wonderful thing to add on.
This is the third season of the draft, and yeah, it's gonna be in New York City. You can watch it on Twitch and you can watch it on YouTube. The pool is 229 different players.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, it's like straight up the NBA draft. And they got people from all over the world show up, and you can get paid. The highest paid player gets $2 million over 4 years
That's crazy.
with the possibility of an extension, like a fucking NBA player.
That's
I like
amazing.
that.
That's amazing.
I'm
That is
not
amazing.
mad about that.
So that's one
No.
thing I will say about the teams: a different way to make
But-
money, whether it's gaming, whether it's YouTube,
Mhm.
whether it's
2010s, you can get monetized anything.
Yeah,
Yes,
All
you
you
can.
need is a smartphone.
that's
You
all
right,
you need.
that's right,
That's
that's
all you
right.
need.
If you're funny, get a smartphone, make videos, and if you're actually funny, you will get some money.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm very happy about that way of, like, that there's either
That's
ways.
2010s. That's
Like
definitely-
that's 2010 right there. It's
For us anyway,
making-
because this is what we
making
like.
way more avenues to make money and make a living
and
for
people
yourself.
I'm tired of people complaining there's not enough with. You want to make money, get out there and
And
make
do
your
it.
money.
Get you a channel.
Get you
Exactly.
some- Man, you got
It doesn't have.
2,000
It don't have to be YouTube. It
It
can
don't
be.
anything.
Instagram. It can be
It
Instagram.
can be Instagram. It can be Twitch. It could be
Well, Twitch is actually more for chicks. Actually, they get a lot. They get a lot
chicks
of
do
leeway.
make more, but you have Ninja, who
Yeah,
used to be on Twitch and got
Ninja
paid
Uh-huh.
Ninja
$10
was
million.
finessing- was
But
finessing the
what
brick
is
out of
Twitch?
Twitch.
Is that you
Twitch,
get on?
Twitch is the gaming,
Well,
but
it's
also
where-
streaming.
Yeah.
With just regular streaming.
Kids watch you play video games.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why Jesse's
Can
not
you
watching it. He's not a kid.
Can you
Can you,
imagine back in like the early 2000s?
Bank.
You didn't even want to sit in a room and watch somebody else play in front
Right.
of you. And now kids go on YouTube and Twitch
Like,
to watch.
legitimately, I can like
People
go. I go up to
When
my
I was-
cousin, my
dude-
little cousin. He's sitting there with his phone, just watching people play.
When
video
I was
games.
working at the Y, the kids I was looking after, the high school kids, they were all watching like gaming channels. Like they were
Bruh.
yeah.
I didn't like sitting next to someone
Mm.
in the same room.
I'm-
Hey man, I got next. I'm
I'm
over here
sitting
doing
there
something.
beside him talking about, yo, look, can I play? Like, yo, I don't want to
I
sit
got
here and
next.
just do nothing.
I got
Right,
next. I'm out.
right.
Yeah, like what? This
Yo.
is a completely different realm that kids
Y'all
are now
are
like just sitting here
tripping.
Oh my goodness.
Watching people
playing video games.
I know. Like I said, I never saw this day
This is our
10 years
opportunity,
ago.
fellas. We gotta think of something people don't like to watch, then make people watch it.
Make people watch it. It's this podcast. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Damn right. Damn right.
Make them
Damn
watch
right.
it.
Right.
People
Right.
watch it.
Right.
You're going
yeah.
to listen.
When we get that, we got to get that that Patreon set up.
Yes.
We need to go ahead and do that now.
Well,
Okay,
let
let's
me-
go
Go ahead
to.
and say it.
Let me say for the final part that I would say for the 2010s that was super strong. That I
Yeah, we completely bypassed
I'm
the list.
sorry. Oprah just flabbergasted me and threw me on the fucking wall with this because I'm now like sitting here, my mind is blown. So, final thing I would say from the 2010s that was remarkable and was very interesting and fun when it was around was fidget spinners. I like
Wait,
fidget spinners.
Fidget spinners.
The
The
thing
fidget
with
spinner.
the
I've never used one. in my
You
life.
spin it.
The
You
little
just
thing
like
that you got in your hand and you
Hey, man,
spin
what
it.
the hell?
It's like a little hole in the
But
middle.
They were cool. Like
Oh,
when they
okay,
were
okay, all right,
in the
well,
2010s,
okay.
I personally thought they were really cool.
I don't know what the point of them were, but
They were meant to use for like people with anxiety and stuff like that to make them help them focus and chill them out, mellow them out, stuff like that. It was for people that had that therapy to help them focus.
Okay.
When I knew about that, that was a really cool thing that came out, and the media's gonna start making it like everyone's using it. They don't really use it for the purpose it's supposed to be meant for, which is I don't really care because if you're having fun with it, I think that's all okay. But the point of what it was for was really nice, and I think that it was really cool that they had that out in 2010s, and that it was really popular and that it got a lot of attention, which is something that needs to get a lot of attention.
Okay.
Did the Heelys come out in the 2010s?
No.
When
that was early. That was early.
When I was a kid, bro.
Yeah, no, I knew about Heelys because my mom was like, "I'm not getting you any because of the 2000s because people was breaking their heads open over fucking Heelys."
I saw people break their heads open.
Yeah,
and it was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Heelys were a bad time for people.
It was a great time for those who didn't have it.
Who didn't have them to watch them suffer.
Watch the kids.
But yeah, the 2010s has been interesting.
I guess just smartphones in general.
Smartphones started popping off in 2010.
Yep.
And it's been the birth of like literally mini computers in our pockets.
In our fucking pockets.
And I fucking love that.
This ain't a smartphone, is it?
It is.
Yes.
That is a smartphone. A smartphone.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've had smartphones since 2007, but Android and iPhone they started taking 2010 was when it
they started taking off.
Because before that it was BlackBerry, right?
Just
BlackBerry was taking off.
Yeah, I had one. Okay,
Yeah,
I had. I don't know if it was BlackBerry. I think it was.
Boysenberry, you had a fake BlackBerry?
No, it was the
Redberry.
T-Mobile had the sidekicks.
The sidekick, right? Yeah. I never actually owned one of those.
Yeah,
but
that smartphones things have been. I did not think about that. Smartphones has been popping. That decade.
It has.
Shit getting bigger and they just get better
and then get smaller,
faster,
and they get smaller,
yes.
and then get bigger,
and then they get faster, and then they just get like clearer,
and then they get slower.
Yeah. Right.
Then they cost
and more and more. Yeah, they get more and more expensive,
and
y'all
made a
waste y'all whole check.
bendable phone.
How are we not talking about this?
The bendable phone?
What?
I'm sorry.
How cheap flat screen TVs have become.
They are very cheap.
Good point. Yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm loving how cheap they are.
You can get one for $200 now.
You can get a 40-inch flat screen. You couldn't even get a 40-inch fat screen back in the 90s. You couldn't even get one of those in the 90s.
Yeah, you're right.
You can get maybe a 20-inch TV for $400.
You're right.
Now I can get a TV the size of my fucking room for $300. I can get a projector that shoots 3D, HD, all of that.
The projector,
$400 or $500.
Yes. Yeah.
It's crazy. We're living in a crazy time.
I can say, what a time to be alive.
Thanks to Trump.
It's all circles around. Yes. So it's all circles around. What about Al Gore, man? You know he invented the internet. You don't know he invented the internet.
Okay.
Yes. But
so was that it for your list? Okay. Honestly, we could have done an entire episode just on movies, but because I just started thinking about how the Western has
made a comeback.
Western and horror films. All right, because horror films got so trash in the 2000s. Yeah,
it was a really bad year for that time. Yeah, holy crap,
bad time.
It took really around 2011, in my opinion, for horror movies to start getting scary again. Because that's when I tried to watch them, and then they got too fucking scary for me. And I'm a big motherfucker, man.
I honestly think it started with because I remember the one horror film that I know a lot of people were talking about, and it was sort of a jumping off point was Let Me In. I don't know if y'all saw Let Me In. For me, at least that's when I kind of started watching horror. Let Me In was about That
was 2010, but
Let Me In.
Is that the one about the kid?
The blind guy. What was the one about
bullied
the blind
at school, neglected at home, and incredibly lonely 12-year-old Owen spends his days plotting revenge on his tormentors and spends his nights spying on other residents of the apartment complex.
Wait, not that one. Sorry, I'm thinking of another one.
So back in the 80s.
Don't breathe. Yeah.
The one about the blind guy?
Yeah, the blind guy.
That was my example for you.
Oh.
For whether or not it would be a thriller or a horror movie.
Oh.
That was labeled as a horror movie, right?
Right.
But I don't find
That's a
I'm
thriller.
the biggest bitch in the world, but some people call it a horror.
That's a thriller.
But some
They
people
do.
call it a horror. And I'm like,
no, that's different.
that's weird to me. I don't think it's scary. Bro, back in the day, Freddy Krueger, Jason,
those are
Halloween,
horror movies.
Those horror movies I found them scary up until I turned 14 and I grew to fucking 6 feet. And I was like, what? No, this is stupid.
Yeah, I get
And then around 2011 came out, and I went to 2012 came out, and I was like, man, I haven't found a horror movie scary since I was 14 years old. I took the chick out on a date and everything.
Yeah.
The first movie we go see is The Conjuring. The Conjuring has I don't know who does their musical scores, but from the first 30 seconds of it, I was like, oh, there's something not right about this movie. I'm not liking where this is going from the beginning.
That movie was really good. What's the goddamn movie? Sinister.
Really that's another one.
Part of the same thing.
But we kind of gotta. I know we're over.
Let's wrap this up. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring this up again.
I know we finally came to the premise of what we want to talk about.
It was fucking movies. Yeah. That's all it was. It was fucking movies from 2010s. That's what we should have talked about. The movies of 2010.
But that's the discussion that you brought up last week because when we were trying to get you on, but we ended up having to reschedule. That's what you were talking about, and it kind of just got lost in the shuffle. But we're definitely going to hold on to that. I think we'll probably do that for when we invite you back next time, which we like to do.
Or we can trash Oprah with one of them.
Trash Oprah.
Why are we all in on trash and Oprah? I'm in on trash.
I'm kind of down for trash and Oprah. So I need to know about this whole rape school.
Because something rape school.
Fuck the shit. I'm not gonna let Oprah just slide with this one. Oprah.
Good.
For this one, bro.
But we will.
What? That school's still open.
No, I know. I know
rape
about
school's
it.
still open. People are fucking crazy. What the shit?
All right.
Most public schools are rape schools.
Whatever.
I'm glad.
All right, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
I know. You finish it. You fuck.
And then on that note, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for our.
Y'all call yourself the Queen City Psychos. Shit, we've been talking about.
Hey.
That's what we do.
Yeah, well, that's what you do.
That's fine.
But so we're gonna wrap it up, but before we do, of course, we always get to the announcements at the very end. But before we even jump into those, we want to thank Mr. Marcus Spencer, our friend.
Please say the nickname correctly.
What's the nickname?
Big Daddy Longstroke.
I'm not calling you that. I'm not calling you that. No.
But you want me to call you the Lord
Save that for your women. What?
Huh? But you like to be called the Lord of Swords.
Lord with the sword.
Still sounds sexual.
Why? Oh, what? The word sword is sexual?
Well, you might as well call me Black Hammer. So
Black Hammer.
You want to call me?
I can't with you.
Man with the black.
But you just came up with it on the spot. I've been using this for years.
Okay, it didn't sound sexual until he said it.
Yeah, because right.
you know it did. I saw it in your face. I saw it both.
No, it's the Sir John Legion that gets me. I sit there for a minute and I think about it. I'm like, all right.
Bro, first of all,
I haven't
been sexuals. I know you don't own no sword, bro. I know
he might want to play sword.
You got a real sword?
Huh?
You got a real sword?
Not a real one,
sword?
but that doesn't matter. But I do have like a fake claymore though.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's what it is.
You got you
and a lights. Well, actually, no, I broke my
lightsaber.
Yeah.
No, bro. I interrupted you. I apologize, bro. I know you got. I gotta go myself. Y'all done had me on this show for 2 hours now. I got.
We've had. Well, I thought your whole day was freed up, but anyway. As of right now, I don't really have any announcements. I don't think. No announcements.
There's nothing going on.
No.
Which is good because now I actually have time to do homework that I need to catch up on.
Homework.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
It's called college.
Jesse did all his stuff while.
Well, good for you, Jesse.
I just don't like doing homework late, and
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, all my best work comes out at last minute though, so I kind of got.
Late at night, I like to chill.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Right. So.
All right. Yeah. So with that, don't forget J May. So for those of you who for our subscribers and those of you that are listening to this episode for the first time, if you're not familiar with our channel, or if you want to subscribe, J May, tell them what all our first time viewers need to do.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.
and hit the notification button. Again, we don't know when the community tab will be up. I talked to some of my friends. Oh, the shout out.
Yeah.
The shout out. Yeah. So okay, real quick before y'all go. One of my old YouTube friends, England Teen, I was on his I was in the chat on one of his live streams last night and told him about our channel, and he gave us a shout out on his video. It is it's the video about the firing of Dan Didio from DC Comics. Yeah, did you know that?
Nah, cuz.
Not fire. Well, he stepped down. But anyway, this is good news. This is great news for DC. Great news. I don't know who's gonna take over, but Didio is gone. Thank God. Hopefully, DC moves in the right direction. But again, another video for another day. But again, thank you, Marcus, for being on with us. Do you have any Instagram?
Nickname.
No. What's your Instagram?
Instagram is El Sporto Loco.
Spell that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
El Sporto Loco. ELSPORTO LOCO.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Wait.
That's what I'm saying. He's saying it so quickly.
Yeah, you're saying it real fast. No, if we're gonna
they can rewind it.
Just rewind it.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah,
Okay, and we'll put your Instagram in the link because some of us we like to have our Instagrams in there. And so with that, we are signing out. This has been a QCP production. That sounded corny. We're gonna cut that out. Yeah, whatever. Thank you for tuning in to episode 9 of the Queen City Psychos. And signing off from Sir John Legion, J May, Marcus, and
Eman.
That's cool. Everybody gets a nickname.
Yes.
I don't get acknowledged.
Okay, fine.
His isn't.
I'll just say.
Thank you for being with us. Hey, good night.
Bye.